So, thanks for coming to the AV room. The wife is out at a business meeting today, so I'm going to clean my room. Yep, man cave needs to be cleaned, and you guys don't seem to like it when I read from scripts or do stories on bands too much. You like it better when I speak from the hip, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to randomly pick records today. I don't have any sort of plan for this. I'm going to skim through my record collection and see what I'm going to listen to while I clean. Mostly my closet. It's a mess. I have a habit of just throwing clothes in the closet door and shutting it. So closest to the closet door today was America, the album A Horse with No Name. And this is a 1971 pressing on Warner Brothers, and you can see it's still in the shrink. So somebody was like me back in the day and liked to listen to albums, keeping them pristine. And this is a really clean copy of this, and it's got the great hits on it. You know, A Horse with No Name, opening side Riverside, Sandman, I Need You. So we're gonna listen to this. I'm a big fan of this album. And this has seen a lot of represses lately. It's got a Rhino Reserves repress, and there's a 45 RPM repress coming out of this album. A Horse with No Name is one of those sonically chill albums, and my cats are sleeping right now. So I'm going to be playing this, and they'll probably add to their slumber. So we're going to start off with America, A Horse with No Name, OG pressing. Love this album. So I'm going to turn it up. Fortunately, you guys won't be able to hear it because of the YouTube monetization and getting copyright strikes. You know the deal. But America, A Horse with No Name. I love this album. Okay, haven't got too much cleaned yet. Got into the music a little bit too much. But this is the next one I'm going to play, The Olms. Big band, huge band, stadium filling. No, I'm kidding. You never heard of the Ohms, right? I hadn't heard of them either until I started doing some deep dives into some of my favorite artists. And the Ohms, as you can see from this little sticker here, is Pete Yorn's side project. Pete Yorn and a fellow by the name of J.D. King put this album out. Came with a digital download, ran for $19.99. Not what I paid for it. I paid substantially more for this album. Now, who are the Ohms and why the Ohms, you say? And why does it come with a sticker and a download card? And why is it got a big label that says the Ohms on 180 gram vinyl? Well, if you know anything about Pete Yorn, he has quite a fan following. I am one of those fans. I got to see him a few times. In fact, he invited me to photograph his set when he opened for Coldplay, and I was living in Virginia Beach. And this is a great album, The Ohms. It's very singer-songwriter, like a lot of stuff that Pete Yorn does. They trade back and forth with vocals, J.D. King and Pete Yorn. And if you really like Pete Yorn's music and you're more into that singer-songwriter sort of retro folk vibe, The Ohms might be for you. I would look them up and give them some views. They've got some cool videos. This did some radio appearances. Now this is a couple years old now. Let's see if I can find a date on here. My eyes aren't so good. 2013. So this was a minute ago. It's not an easy one to find, but it's a great listen if you like Pete Yorn. And like I said, I'm a huge Pete Yorn fan. So continuing with the quieter kind of mellow from America, moving into a little bit more groovy, but not crazy, not loud, not hard rock by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to play the Ohms right now for the cats mostly. The horse is walking around. But we're going to listen to the Ohms. Okay, as you can see, I'm doing my laundry as well because of all the clothes thrown in the closet. So we got two albums in, and I pulled this one next. Everybody knows this one, right? Yeah, you probably don't know this one. This is a bootleg. This is Demon Days by Gorillaz, but it's instrumentals. And from the research I've done on this, these were somehow the original stems, sans vocals. not just vocals mixed down and pushed down by someone digitally. This is on 2 LPs, and see if I can get them out here. See, it's got pictures just like the labels do, and this is the back of the album. It's got all the tracks on there, 3 tracks per side for promotional use only, it says. I don't know about that. But if you ever wanted to hear Gorillaz without the vocals, look for this one, Demon Days, the instrumentals. Now, I definitely overpaid for this one when I found it, but I've since found it in a few places that sell import albums. And this can be had for about anywhere from $30 to $40 if you come across it new. And it is still being pressed out there somewhere because I've seen it restocked up a couple times on these sites. So Demon Days, the instrumentals, and I gotta say, I love the Gorillaz, and I can't wait for their new record. But I gotta get to this laundry, so we're gonna put this one on next. So, so I keep hopping in front of the camera to talk about these albums and forgetting to turn my mic on. So forgive me if I repeat anything or forget something. How would you know? I don't know. You can see my head's in cleaning right now, but I pulled Prince Charming, Adam and the Ants, and I was obsessed with this album as an 11-year-old. This came out in 1981. Look at those dandy gentlemen. And from the ashes of the Sex Pistols, we got Adam and the Ants. Why I say that is because if you don't know, Malcolm McLaren basically had Adam in his sights for his next project and decided he didn't care for Adam, but he loved the band. So he stole Adam's ants and made Bow Wow Wow. And that's its own story. But Adam went and found new ants and became Adam and the Ants. And this album, Prince Charming, had big hits on it. It had Ant Rap and it had Stand and Deliver. I think the second side of this album is the stronger side of the two, but if you know Adam and the Ants, it's all Ant music. He had a very patterned early couple albums where he was definitely this dandy gentleman and swooning with the ladies. But I mean, what 11-year-old wouldn't be obsessed with that look? I tried to pull this look off when I was 11. I don't know how well I did it. My parents, I conned my mom into buy me a band jacket at a resale shop, a vintage shop. So it was a band jacket and it had these sort of, the multi buttons and this kind of look, the fold over. And I must have looked the fool, but I still love Adam and the Ants. This is a great album. This is a $5 album. If you find it, you can generally get it for under $10. And it's great. It's on Epic and I love it. Adam and the Ants, Prince Charming. I'm going to go ahead and turn it up. But you guys won't be able to hear that, so we're going to cut it right here. Okay, I'm going to go put a load of clothes in the laundry, so I'm going to let this one play and make sure I'm up here in order to flip it because it's a short one. This is the Honey Drippers, Volume 1. There was no Volume 2. This is a Robert Plant side project, and this is, again, a very affordable album. This is on Esperanza Records, Atlantic Recording Company, Esperanza. I wonder if this was a Spanish press. I'm going to have to look into that. I buy a lot of records in garage sales and such here in West Texas, live in Midland, Texas. And I came across this one and it was real clean for $5 and decided to pick it up because I loved it as a kid. I Get a Thrill, Sea of Love. I Got a Woman, Side 2, Young Boy Blues, and Rockin' at Midnight. It's more of an EP than anything and should get me in the laundry mode and then back up here in time to flip it over. But yeah, we're going to put on some Honey Drippers. If you like Robert Plant, but are also open to his music outside of Zeppelin, the Honey Drippers would do it for you. I think this was a moderate hit when it came out. Sea of Love was the big hit off of here, although Rockin' at Midnight did okay. Again, $5 record. You can find this affordably. It seems to be what I'm grabbing today because they're at the front of my piles. And I'm going to put on some Honey Drippers. I think the cats will love this one. What do you think? And you're getting to see the rare footage of Chris putting on records. Now, I don't know if I've shown you before. Well, I have shown this before. A lot of times here in West Texas, especially right now when it's dry weather, I will go through my crazy and I will do my anything I can do to demagnetize them. And this is using an arc lighter. I've been having a lot of success with this arc lighter today. So I also have my zero stat. You can see it over there. But I'm going to go ahead and just kind of just do that one side with the arc lighter and drop it and get these clothes in the laundry so I can keep going on my room clean. Okay, pop back up here just in time to have the record end and looked it up. Esperanza was founded by Robert Plant in 1983, so it was his sort of vanity label to release his solo recordings in partnership with Atlantic Records. So that makes perfect sense. I didn't think it was the same Esperanza Records, the jazz label run by Esperanza Spalding. It's not the same, so it's two different labels. Hey, learning things and cleaning the man cave. Okay, the wife is home, so it's a good thing I got a couple records in. I got a couple more I want to play. I think I pulled this because I wanted to play this. This is Lush, Sweetness and Light. This is the 12-inch single for Sweetness and Light. I think the album that it's on has just been repressed, if I'm not mistaken. And I need to pick that up amongst many others. But too many Rhino High Fidelities, too many reserves, too many vinyl files to buy. No money. But anyways, Sweetness and Light. And then right next to it, I saw that I had this. And what is this, you say? So I am going to play Sweetness and Light. This is great. If you love shoegaze, if you love Lush, this is I think it's their best thing they've ever done. So I had to have the 12-inch. But this, I stumbled across a couple years ago. I'm going to wreck this name. Piroshka. This is the new band by Mickey of Lush. And so you see it comes on red vinyl. I think they've had 2 albums under this band name. Mickey Barinol of Lush, lead singer. So she's vocals and guitar on this. Here's the back. And this is very much later Lush, if you will. It's cool that she kept going. So if you like Lush and you never heard of Piroshka, Parashka. I'm Polish, so maybe it's Polish. I have no idea. You guys tell me in the comments. But I'm going to play this. I'm going to play Sweetness and Light, and then I'm going to play this. So these are going to get some play, and my wife is going to have to listen to them. Okay, I think I might have time for 1 or 2 more. Now I'm tired and need a nap. No, I'm just teasing. I'm going to listen to the 12-inch version of Sweet Freedom by Michael McDonald. I know a lot of you guys are a fan of this song, and if you're into that smooth Doobie Brothers sound, Michael McDonald really brings it with this. This is the 12-inch single. This was a big hit off of Running Scared soundtrack. I have the Running Scared soundtrack as well. And this is a Bruce Swidian, Rod Temperton produced Michael McDonald track. So it's got all those heavy hitters from the 80s names on it. And this is on MCA. This is literally 1980. So again, another movie my parents took me to see when I was 10. I probably shouldn't have seen, but I loved Running Scared. And this is a great song on MCA Records, Sweet Freedom. So we're going to get Sweet Freedom to play next. And I'm looking for this one Goblin soundtrack. If you like Goblin, I love Goblin. I have the soundtrack to Contamination, and it's a horror movie. It's an alien ripoff, and it's a real jazz funk. They're a prog rock German band. Italian band, German, messing them up with Tangerine Dream. Goblin is a Italian band, most known for soundtrack work, and they did this soundtrack to this movie Contamination, and I'm looking for it, and I can't find it, and I can't spend too much time going through my record collection today. Still don't have it alphabetized. That video's coming, but we're gonna play Sweet Freedom now. I need a good pick me up, good feel good song, and this is gonna be it. So that was just a little bit of my day off shared with you guys. Just picking random records that I play when I clean the house or work around. And today, yeah, Goblin, Contamination, great soundtrack. Michael McDonald, Sweet Freedom 12-inch with remixes. Um, Parashka and Lush, Sweetness and Light. Man, I love this album, you guys, this 12-inch. Honey Drippers, we had some Honey Drippers. Oh, yeah, we started off with some early ones, Adam and the Ant. And what else we had here? Gorillas. Oh, Gorillas, the Instrumentals. Great one. Man, I forgot how much I love that one. The Olms started off quiet for my cats because they were sleeping. And America started off with America. And I have to tell you, I really love these records. I love picking random records. I'm sure you guys do too. Sometimes I just want to play something I have in my head. Sometimes I just want to grab random cassettes or CDs or vinyl. And today it was vinyl. So thank you for visiting me in the AV room. Like and subscribe. Have you heard of any of these bands? Do you own any of these records? Let me know in the comments if you have, and we will see you next time in the audio video room, and maybe I'll comb my hair.